Okay, so I just want to jump on real quick and try to show you how to put your lesson plans into Canvas. A couple different ways to do that. So I'm going to take you first to my home page. Yes, leave. Okay, so in my homepage, when students go to it, it will look like this. Now, I've spent some time making this pretty souped up and fancy, and I've already made a video on how I made the banner with Bitmoji and how I made the buttons, so I'm not going to go into it right now. And yours certainly does not have to be this intricate. In the video, I also talk about how you could like way tone this down and it just be a page to introduce your students to the different things in your class that they'll need. But I would recommend start having a homepage, and in that video I showed you how to make it your homepage. So now when students come to your page, like this is the page that always pops up. Now, one of the things that'd be really helpful for administrators looking for our lesson plans and for students is to just go ahead and have it on your homepage. So just be right here. So they call these buttons, they're really just images that take you places, but we call them all buttons. And I've made this one a lesson plan. And when I click on mine, it takes me to my lesson plan like that. So like that'd be really awesome. It'd be really easy for your administrator to find. And it'd be right on the home page. Now, the little caveat to that is if you are like me and go by a week-by-week basis with your lesson plans generally, each time you're going to have to relink it. So when you make your new page, you type out your new lesson plan, you're going to have to remember to come back to your home page here and relink it to your new lesson plan for the week, unless you're one of those awesome people that plans weeks out lesson plans, and you can put it all in there at once, and then you'll have to do it every now and then. But you will have to keep updating your link. So how do you do that? How do you update your link? It's not difficult. You just go to edit right here. Okay. I'm going to actually make this a little bigger so we can see a little better. So now I'm in my home page right here. And how you link it to places in your Canvas is you just click on my image, and I go up here to this little button right here and click down. So I'm going to remove the link just so I can show you how I got it in there. I'm going to re-click it, make sure my button right there is highlighted, go and add course links right here. So to do this, you're going to have to already have your lesson plan in here. Where I'm planning to make mine is pages, so I'm just going to make a page, and I'll show you how to do that in a second if you didn't know how. But I'm going to have a lesson plan page with my lesson plan for the week, and then so I'll just go to my pages, and I'll find the lesson plan that I would have just made, and now it's linked. Now don't forget that if you don't go down here and hit save, then it won't save that, and it won't be linked. So you link it, and then you save it, and now when I click on that, it will go directly to my lesson plan, which is really cool. You may have noticed that I also linked my modules, because I do recommend doing things by module. So another place that they're going to find your lesson plan is I'm going to post my modules by week, because I just found that to be easiest for my kids to figure out what they were supposed to be doing when they were virtual. So if they are virtual students or we end up going virtual, to me going week by week ended up being easier for modules. I used to do it by unit, but for this virtual learning time, it just made more sense to me so that they would know, like, this is what I need to do from Monday through Friday. This is it. And in that module, that's where I'm going to put my lesson plan, right at the top. So let's say you didn't want to be super fancy and have that fancy home page. I'm not sure they would require it. If you're going to have your home page be your modules, which is what I used to do before I learned how to make that page, I would just say, like, in your module tab, make your lesson plan the top thing they could see in your, so like each time you create a new module, lesson plan for the week is at the top so they can see it, easy to find. Now how do I get my lesson plan in there? Okay, so let's click in this. And right now I need to get rid of that one because it didn't work. So we're going to go to edit. Okay, get rid of this thing, go away, and show you how to get your lesson plan in there. Now, there's a couple different ways. If you usually do it in Word, I'm pretty sure you could just highlight your text and copy and paste it in here. It might have some formatting errors that you'd have to fix each time if you're going from Word. I'm not really sure, but that'd probably suffice. You could also just type it out each week, or what I'm probably going to do is I'm making our version that we did last year in Google Docs, I put into slides, Google Slides, because Google Slides, for some reason, just embeds way better into Canvas for me. So I'm going to show you this that I am going to post in my like links of stuff. So this is my Canvas slide. I know it looks small in here, but when you embed it into Canvas, it looks normal size. So like, yes, it looks kind of small right now, but it doesn't stay that way. So just type things in like normal and it will look bigger when you post it. So how do I get it in there? I'm just gonna leave it blank for now. But how you get it in there is you go to File, and you go down to Publish to the Web, actually. And then you're going to hit the Embed code. Now, I've already published it. Normally, when you hit Embed, it's going to say, do you want to publish? And you would say, yes. So you want to publish it. Yes, I do. And then it's going to pop up with this link. So this is your Embed code, and you hit Copy. All right. Now we can go back to our lesson plan right here, and don't just put it in there. That is just going to show up as that link, which is not helpful. But if you go down here, see these little arrows right here? Click on it. That takes us to our HTML editor, and it can read code. That's all I know about it, is that it can read this code. So when you put that in here, and then go back to the regular editor, it's magically there, and it looks great. That's, to me, really great. Perfect. So again, make sure you save it or that won't be there. And now when I go back to my home page and I see my little lesson plan button, I can click it and it takes me directly to my lesson plan. So again, you don't have to have the fancy buttons. In my previous video on how I made the buttons, I talked about how you could really simplify this, but still have a home page that made it easy for your students to maneuver. It also tells you how to get rid of a lot of these buttons so that students aren't like distracted with different places to go. Like you just want them to do this, go to this week and do their assignments and not look at anything else or go ahead or be confused as to like when is due, at what time, which is why I like to like make things really specific time-wise. So anyways, I hope that was helpful on how you get your lesson plans into Canvas. If you have any questions, let me know.